Welcome to the Squared Up Update, where we're going to try to condense the last week's MMA news, both internationally and locally, in Aotearoa and Australia, down to less than 3 minutes so you can stay squared up with what happened in the news. So, what happened last week? It doesn't happen often, but this weekend there was no UFC, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any MMA. PFL was still on, and local boy, JJ the Māori Kid Wilson, here from Aotearoa, won his fight by TKO in the last 18 seconds to go on to the semi-final of the PFL. The weekend before that, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, he reclaimed his featherweight belt in great fashion with a unanimous decision against Diego Lopez against all statistical odds, being 36 years old again. No one has ever won the title being over 35 within the bottom 4 weight classes. A lot of curses against him as well for the superstitious types. He beat them all and he's brought that belt back to Australasia. Another Kiwi fighter on the international stage, Michelle the Wild One Montague, is now a free agent. She's fought out her contract at PFL/Bellator. She has 6 wins, undefeated, all of them by rear naked choke, so we're pretty sure she's going to get re-signed somewhere and her future is looking bright. The UFC's TV deal came to an end in the last week with ESPN. They're now exploring their options to see what the future is for live sport broadcasting. UFC's parent company, TKO, is currently on Netflix for the WWE. So could we see the UFC giving up the pay-per-view model altogether? Dana said they still might re-sign with ESPN. They're just exploring their options at the moment. So stay tuned to see what happens with that. And finally, with some local news, we're only a couple weeks away from SFL2, which will be taking place on May 3rd at Trust Arena. They're showing some local talent you may recognize, introducing you to some you may not, and international talent as well. You can catch it on csn.watch, or you can go and check out the event live. We hopefully will be there chatting to some fighters. And that's the MMA news for the last week, and now you are all squared up.